Less than 2 miles south of the United States Capitol, welcome to Nationals Park. The show has an NL East matchup. It's the Philadelphia Phillies and the Washington Nationals. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. Chris, one guy having a big year for this club, leading the team in home runs and runs batted in, Joey Meneses. He leads the team in wins above replacement, so most days you can expect him to be a big factor for these guys.
Yeah, Boog, he's definitely a huge piece of the puzzle for this ball club right now. He's just having a really nice year, and that's on both sides of the ball, not just offensively. You talk to guys in the clubhouse, the coaching staff, they always have great things to say about him, and they say the team really looks to him to be one of the on-field leaders day in and day out.
So, almost ready to get underway. Today's starting pitcher, Josiah Gray. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
And down on strikes he goes, and there's one away. And the batter now is Rhys Hoskins. With the shift on, hits right into it. Over to Smith, and a couple of quick outs. And now here's a speed threat, outfielder Justin Crawford.
Justin Crawford.
That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. Ah! He'll circle the bases, and just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. The pitcher knew as soon as that ball left his fingertips, it was trouble. Right on a platter, right down the heart of the plate. I'm sorry, but big league hitters don't miss that pitch.
2 outs, base is empty. And stepping in is the speedy Brandon Jordan. And that one fouled off. The 0-2. Short hop liner, handled it short. No chance on the throw, he beats it out.
Boog, he doesn't care how he does it. He just wants to get on base. And when he does, that puts him in a position to do some damage, put some pressure on the defense as well. His wheels are truly a weapon out there.
Man at first, digging in, Bryce Harper. One of the best RBI guys in the game this year. Right now, second in the NL. And a pitch out, but nothing going on.
Good speed on the base paths. He handles the bat very well. I wouldn't be surprised if the skipper puts on some type of hit and run or run and hit.
Jordan leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Swings and crushes one. Right field, way back, and gone. Bryce Harper goes deep, and they add to the lead. It's 3-0. We take another look as StatCast tells us that ball took off at 110 miles an hour.
And plenty of distance as well. I mean, that was an impressive home run, Boog. He squared it up and knew it was gone.
Trey Turner at the plate. 3 hits in the ball game on Wednesday. And first offering is fouled off. He's not just one of the fastest guys in the game, but also Trey Turner. How about those slides? Pretty cool looking.
Yeah, a natural slip and slide out there on the field. And one thing that speaks to me is that he doesn't decelerate a whole lot when he's in top speed going into that slide, because he goes through the bag and can end up on his feet all in one motion.
On the ground to the left. High throw to first, and he can't reach it. And he's going to make it up to second base, as that's a two-base error.
Just kind of sailed that throw and pulled it across his body towards the right field side of first base. And usually that means the fielder just didn't square up his shoulders to the target. And I think that throw had just as much to do with his footwork as anything else.
That one fouled off. Foul ball. Out to short, Downs. And that is that. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. And now here is Victor Robles. And here it comes. And that one is inside.
They're off to a great start, 3-run lead after their first inning, but so important to be airtight defensively. Don't give away extra outs and allow that other club to get back in this ballgame.
Ball to strike. The pitch.
2-1.
And strike two. Been a real struggle on the mound early on, Singy.
Yeah, having a hard time finding that rhythm, and it's starting to look like a game where the bullpen could get a lot of work.
And that's downstairs and outside. Command has been the issue, no doubt. What do you see?
Well, it looks like he's fighting against himself instead of just working with himself and allowing his mechanics to flow. He's trying to overthrow instead of allowing things to just sort of naturally develop.
Here's Corey Dickerson. Didn't play in the day game yesterday, so he should be fresh for this one. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Two balls, no strikes, the count. Command has been the issue, no doubt. What are you seeing?
Just too many pitches in the heart of the zone. He's not commanding his pitches and working the edges up and down, in and out, and he's getting hit hard.
The pitch. That one fouled off. 2-2. Left-hand hitter waits. Good eye right there. Here comes a 3-2. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball four.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Joey Meneses digging in for the Nationals. In the dirt, but kept close. And the runner stays where he is. And now the lefty. That one missed.
2 balls, 1 strike.
2-1 now. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. Dickerson leads off first with one away. Next one just misses. And the count's full.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
Swing and a ball popped up. 2 away.
Batting fourth, the designated.
Here's Dave Martinez lineup for the Nationals. And so far this year, this has not been a very good offense.
Well, in this day and age, if you can't slug and get on base, that OPS has to be at a certain level. If you're going to produce runs, give your pitchers an opportunity as they're facing tough offenses as well.
At the belt and fires. Next offering misses down and away.
1-1.
That's a strike. And the count 1-2. The pitch. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Here comes the pitch. Fights it off. He'll see another. Yeah, the 1-2 misses to even the count.
It's a good take.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. So one left for Washington. They trail in this one 3-0. New inning getting started, and now it's Alec Bohm.
The third baseman, Alec Bohm.
Gray back to work. Foul ball there. And the 0-1. On a line out towards center. That's a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
This is Bryson Stott. And that one is lifted in the air. Meneses makes the catch, and there's one down.
Now batting, left fielder, Kyle Schwarber.
So the Philly batting order turns over. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Went down on strikes his first time through. And fouled off. That's a laser base hit, and that's going to roll to the wall. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. Grounded out his first time. Hoskins swings and blasts a high fly ball deep left field. That'll touch down off the base of the fence. 1 run is in. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it out of here, but once it got over his head in left field, it was extra bases all the way.
One away, runners at second and third. Here's the center fielder, Justin Crawford. He's already homered here in this one. And that one hammered Meneses going back on this one. Back some more. Hauls it in on the warning track. Both runners tagging. It's a sac fly as he comes across to score, and the lead is up to 5.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
So they turn to the lefty in this spot, Patrick Corbin. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again.
Number 46.
Brandon Jordan getting ready to hit. Reached on an infield single his first time. There's the strike. Base hit and a run comes in.
He was all over that one. That was one of those swings that feels like you're swinging an aluminum bat. It jumped off so hard, squared it up, and it went screaming at 108 miles per hour.
Here's Harper now. He's already homered in this one. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Jordan around second, headed for third. In to score from first. It's 7-0.
Back-to-back base hits. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Here's Trey Turner. Bounced out to short. Whips it to first on the run. And that is that. They get 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and leave 1. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Phillies 7 and the Nationals nothing. Back here at the ballpark, bottom half of inning number 2. Now the third baseman, Jeimer Candelario. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. The 0-1. On the ground to third. And he beats it. He's safe.
Tough play on a nice backhand stop. Had to be perfect with the exchange and throw to get the out, but it looked like he had to dig in there a little deeper, like he was trying to get a split finger grip or something. Close play, but that little extra time on the transfer made all the difference.
And now the 0-1 to the right side, and that one finds its way through. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Just a slow ground ball this time. Fires over to Hoskins. There to beat him by an eyelash. Jeter downs to the plate here.
That's shortstop. Jeter.
And there's a foul ball.
Here's an opportunity. If you're going to get back in this game, you have to take advantage of this situation. This feels like their chance.
Our plate umpire, Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, with Hendricks, Boo, kind of interesting. He's a good, consistent umpire, but you do hear that he kind of favors one side of the plate more than the other. So it's really hard to know for sure, but I think that...
Ground ball right side, and he takes it himself for the out. Chris, do players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because the pitcher's got to pitch to his strengths regardless. The hitter's got to hit to his strength. So you're aware of it, but you have to just hunt for what you can handle.
Next offering is down low. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Now the plate umpire is going to wave off the pitch as a balk has been called. And that's how they're going to bring across their first run of the game. 2 outs. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
And now it's Victor Robles up to hit. And the pitch is in for a strike. It's 0-1. And a swing and a miss.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And a pitch. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. Back in Washington, D.C., JT Realmuto steps in. Corbin back to work. Ripped on a line to center. Robles puts the squeeze on that one, and there's 1 down. Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies. Singled and scored his first time. Line drive, base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. And now for the Phillies, Bryson Stott. He's 0 for 1. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Boom. Round second on his way to third. The relay throw. It's offline, and he scores. And they're pulling away up by 7 now.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced, and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Kyle Schwarber digs in now. 1 for 2. And that's in there for strike 1. Hammered down the line. Could be extra bases. Stop coming home. He'll score, and it's an 8-run lead. The throw is wild, and it gets away.
Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
1 down. And now the first baseman, Rhys Hoskins. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. That one ripped. That's back. And that one is out of here. A shot to left, and they tack on to their lead. It's 11-1.
At this level, you got to be good. Sometimes you got to be a little lucky. That was a pretty nasty pitch. Sinker on the outside corner, but he did a great job of covering it, and he hit the ball out of the park.
New pitcher now, Hunter Harvey.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
At the plate, Justin Crawford. And a foul ball. Right-handed reliever. Now a screamer into the outfield. Meneses makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Brandon Jordan.
Now it's the DH, Brandon Jordan.
He was the big part of the field last time. Nice liner to center.
Out to center. Robles under it. And that is that. So it's 4 runs for him on 4 hits, no errors, no one left. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Phillies 11 and the Nats 1. Welcome back. Here's Dickerson now. The wind of the pitch. There's a strike.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some guys. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Now batting,
Hoskins
right
takes it to the bag. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Now it's the right fielder, Joey Meneses. He's 0 for 1. First offering, and it just misses. Meneses, a former All-Star, 30 years old now, and he's a native of Mexico. Next offering is in for a strike. The pitch. And there's the strike. In the air, left field, down the line. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. And a ball and 2 strikes. The punch out there, down on strikes, and he knew it.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
On the ground. Turner with the throw to first. Nats go down 1-2-3. Nationals go quietly. They trail by double digits, 11-1. And welcome back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Bryce Harper. The pitch. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
You know, these Phils really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They were obviously able to run the starter out of the game in the 3rd, so they've set the table for a win, and now I'm sure they're thinking it's time to feast.
0-2 now. And that is there. Harper frustrated as he's rung up on strikes, and he lets the plate umpire know it. Trey Turner now.
Trey Turner.
There's a swing and a drive. And that one hops the wall. Safely into second. He's got a double. And now it is JT Realmuto, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. Swing and a ball hammered left field, way back there. Caught just shy of the wall. Runner tags at second, and he moves up to third. Now 2 away. The tag, and that's out number 3, inning over.
Always exciting to see a play at the plate, trying to score with 2 outs, but the tag just gets him in time, and they cut down the run to end the inning.
Back here in Nationals Park, now batting Jeimer Candelario. And that one fouled off. Kicks and deals.
Right, 2.
And a pitch. To the right side. Takes it himself. 1 up, 1 down.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
Ildemaro Vargas digging in for the Nationals. First pitch just misses. Just missed. The wide to kick the pitch. And a foul ball. That one down the line. Not in time. He's safe.
Oh, it's just such a tough play for a third baseman. Fielding on your backhand and then trying to get off such a long throw across the diamond with a quick enough release to get it there in time. Really only the best at the position can pull that off. And I think that extra step to set his feet cost him a little bit right there.
And now up for Washington, Riley Adams. And the first pitch misses for ball one. Vargas, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Checked his swing on the 1-0 and appeal to first. And Woody Keller right on it. Says he held up. The pitch. That misses the zone. And now 3 balls and a strike. And he walked him.
Ball 4, take your base.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there.
Now
Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
2 on with 1 out. Jeter Downs digging in for the Nationals. Swings through that one. 0-1.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
Here's a 1-1. And a big swing and a miss.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
2 on, 1 out. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Way inside, and that hit him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him.
Boo, you have any memorable hit by pitches yourself? Maybe high school, college?
No, but I almost did get decapitated by a foul ball at Old Tiger Stadium. Here's the 0-1. And a foul ball. Bases loaded. 1 away. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's Victor Robles, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And first offering is fouled off. And the pitch comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he
swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
I think the key is arm action on the changeup. When you can sell it like a fastball, you drop the velocity, you get
back here at the ballpark, ready now for the 5th inning. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Alec Bohm. And a pitch. Out to short, Downs. The throw to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. And now Bryson Stott. And a foul ball left side. Hard ground ball, base knock.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
So the batting order turns over. Now the left fielder, Kyle Schwarber. Nice stop. Fires to first. It's there, and that's a great play. Rhys Hoskins stands in for the Phillies. He's already homered in this game. There's a strike.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Righty delivers. Out there to center. Robles drifts towards it. He's got it, and that'll do it. Phillies strand 1, but they're on autopilot, leading 11-1. Bottom of the inning, up now for Washington, Corey Dickerson.
The left fielder.
The pitch.
Corey
Ball one there. Well, he's been knocked around pretty good so far, but they've got him back out there at least to begin the inning.
Yeah, and you wonder just the strength and perhaps the health of that bullpen for him to go back out there. But he's taking this one for the team. Perhaps he can stabilize things and the offense can score some runs for him.
Check swing on the 2-1, appeal to third. And that's going to be ruled a swing. Out to short. Low throw, and he can't dig it out. And at first, now here is Joey Meneses. That one's in there, and that is strike one.
0-1.
Line drive. Diving, makes the grab.
Just a great job of concentration there as he leaves the ground to go airborne to make a diving catch. That's a tough play, but he got the job done.
Here's Lane Thomas. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Dickerson, the base runner at first with one out. The next pitch misses, and 1-1. And now 2-2. He goes down looking. Jamer Candelario digging in for the Nationals. That one's in there, 0-1.
Now, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
Misses outside, ball one. And he deals. And 1-2.
1-2.
Just off the inside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
The pitch. That misses. And now it's 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
Got it by him for the K. Victor Arano on to pitch out of the pen here.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Here's some real power at the plate. Justin Crawford. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. And it's fouled away.
Well, these Phillies doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. Only 2 strikeouts so far, and obviously they've been able to pick up plenty of hits, so it's been an impressive one.
Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. One down.
And you know, that strikeout total, only 2 so far, really tells you they're not just running into good luck and getting hits to fall. They're earning those knocks.
Stepping in, Brandon Jordan. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. And now maybe extra bases. Around first and hustling for second. It's a double, and he's 3 for 4 tonight.
Nice line drive to the pull side. Met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
And now here is Harper.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Pulled hard, but it's a foul ball. You'll 1. Fought off foul.
He's got one already tonight. I wouldn't be surprised if he pops another one here.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Jordan around third. He will score, and it's 12-1. Here's Turner now. 1 for 3. That's hard hit on the line. Dickerson hauls it in for the out. 2 down.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Lined into left center, base hit. Harper around second, headed for third. Across is the runner from first, and it's 13-1.
Waste no time there. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Alec Bohm, the next to hit. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Here comes Real Muto around third. He'll score easily, and they extend their lead.
Seeing some good swings from him right now with consecutive extra base hits. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases.
New pitcher on now, Jordan Weems.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Runner holds at third, so even with 2 outs, they didn't risk it.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Kyle Schwarber. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Comes through with the RBI. He put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
So first and second with 2 outs. Rhys Hoskins stands in for the Phillies. Hard hit right side. They get the force. Third out, and that ends the frame. So 9 batters come to the plate. 4 of them score. 6-7. Back in Washington, D.C., ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now it's the switch-hitting second baseman, Ildemaro Vargas. Suarez back to work. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Vargas measures 6 feet even, 31 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. And that one pulled foul. And here it comes. And that's outside.
That's the ball.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. And now the lefty popped up. Hoskins on the move. Makes the grab, 1 down.
Up next for the Nationals, the catcher, Riley.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. Riley Adams. And there's the strike. One down, base is empty. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Next pitch is popped up. Hoskins moves under it. And there are 2 outs.
Ball's just not carrying the first tonight.
Now, you would actually say that to your teammate in the dugout.
No, I'm not that cruel. But someone would say it to me, and I'm sure it's probably been said before.
Now at the plate, Jeter Downs. That one inside, and it's 1-0. Swings through that.
1-1.
Ball to strike. And that's in there at the knees. That one misses. 2-2. And the count is 2-2. The wind of the pitch. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. We go to the top of the 7th, and now the center fielder, Justin Crawford. The right-hander back to work. Swung on, belted. Back there. And out of here. That'll fire up the dugout. His second home run of the game. It's 16-1. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Man, Siggy, he hit that ball right on the sweet spot. According to StatCast, the exit velo 110 miles an hour.
Yeah, Boog. I mean, that right there is an absolute missile. And he just put a great swing on it, squared it up perfectly. Those are the ones that feel really good.
The 0-1. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Liner, base hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. It's a double, his 4th hit of the game.
Good job of just putting the ball in play with 2 strikes. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Bryce Harper to the plate. Crushed to right, and that one's going to leave the park. Out of here. Home run. He's done it again. His 2nd homer of the game, and they boost their lead. It's 18-1.
Now he's just showing off out there, and who can blame him with a swing like that? Give that man a bat, watch it go a long way. For a pitcher, the odds are in your favor if you keep that breaking ball down. That time, he got punished for it. Hitter just did a really good job of staying within himself and getting the barrel to the baseball.
On to pitch now for the Nationals, Erasmo Ramirez. He's being eased into the game here with the bases empty. Trey Turner with a chance now. That's smashed towards center. Robles hooks it away for the out. And there's one away.
Now batting, catcher.
And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. And first offering is fouled off. Ground ball left side. Gets the catcher by a step.
Now batting.
2 outs, base is empty. And now for the Phillies, Alec Bohm. And first offering is fouled off. And the right-hander deals. That's to third. And the inning is over. But the long ball was working in this inning. Not once, but twice. Midway in inning number 7, and it's time to stretch. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And welcome back. Set for the last half of the 7th. And now up for Washington, Dominic Smith. Pitching change here, Matt Strom.
And he's had his struggles so far this year, as you can see the inflated ERA. Looking to bring that down a little bit right here.
Harper makes the grab, and there's one down.
Center fielder, number 16.
Victor Robles digging in for the Nationals. And takes low for ball 1. Foul ball. And a 1-1. There's the strike.
Well, that's really the money spot. Down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for guys to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Swings and misses. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
And down on strikes. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Ready to begin the 8th, and now Bryson Stott.
Bryson Stott.
And the right-hander back to work. And first offering is fouled off. And the righty deals. Base hit center field.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Absolutely punished that pitch. Wasn't fooled in the slightest. 109 off the bat. I think that means you put a pretty good swing on it.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Kyle Schwarber. That one hammered center field. That's got a chance. Gone. He'll touch them all. Home run number 30 on the year. And they add a couple more. It's 20-1.
There was a cutter away. Kind of works like a slider. You've got to stay on it, let it travel a little bit, and then get your arms extended. Really good piece of hitting right there.
And here's the first baseman, Rhys Hoskins. Liner to second and picked on the hop. Throw to first. Over to Smith. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
The center fielder, number 2.
And digging in for Philadelphia, Justin Crawford. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those two he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the did.
Ripped on a line. Meneses makes the grab for the second out.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
That one ripped. Back there. And gone. His 31st home run of the season, and they tack one on the board. It's 21-1. That's his third straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. Cutter inside can be a bat breaker. You have to catch it out front to get the barrel to it. Does a really good job recognizing it early, getting the bat head to it, and hitting it out of the ballpark.
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Carl Edwards Jr. He last pitched 2 days ago. Here's Bryce Harper. That one's on its way. No question about it, and that one will go. A towering home run. That's his third home run of the game. And they add on. It's 22-1. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Trey Turner. That's ripped. Base hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
This offense is on fire. 3 extra base hits in a row. So much of good hitting is finding holes in the defense. That's why you're always thinking line drive into the gap. Those kinds of swings really boost your confidence.
And now for the Phillies, JT Realmuto. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. Robles fires it to the plate. It's offline. The run comes in, and the lead continues to grow.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. You see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106.
And now Alec Bohm. Bounce to the left side. They take the force out. That's the third out. So 5 runs in the inning as they bat around. Last half of the 8th coming up. Philadelphia on top, 23-1. Welcome back. And now the right fielder, Joey Meneses.
The right fielder,
Here comes the pitch. Late swing, fouled off. At the belt and fires. And that one fouled off. The 0-2 stays alive. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Smash down the left field line. That's down. One hops off the wall. Around first, heading for 2. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Ripped that one down the line and kept it fair. And even when you hit it that far out front, you still have to keep your hands tight to your body so you don't hook around that baseball and put it in foul territory. And that right there was perfect.
0-2.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. That one 95 to finish him off.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach. Figure out how they're beating him. Make this adjustment really quick because word will get around the league in a hurry.
They won't risk the send. Runners at the corners now with one away. And the batter now, Ildemaro Vargas. And he grounds one to the right side. And it goes just foul. Kicks and fires. Sliced down the right side. Next one misses. 1-2 to count.
1-2.
Runners are at the corners. One away. In the air, center field. Crawford drifts towards it. He makes the grab. Runner tags for home. The tag gets him, and it's a double play to end the inning.
Always exciting to see a play at the plate. Trying to score with 2 outs, but the tag just gets him in time, and they cut down the run to end the inning.
Back here at the ballpark, all set to start the 9th in this one. Now it's the second baseman, Bryson Stott. The wind and the pitch. That one ripped. That ball's carrying. And it's gone. He leaves the yard to right. His first homer of the year, and they add to the lead. It's 24-1.
When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Now on the mound for the Nationals, Tanner Rainey.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
And that one is lifted in the air. Meneses makes the catch, and there's one gone. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Rhys Hoskins. In the air, right field. Meneses in position. And there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the center fielder, Justin Crawford. He's a guy who does it all. And first offering is fouled off. Rainey, 30 years old now, and he was a second-round pick back in 2015. Hit hard, base hit. Now he'll turn for second. Pulls in with a double, 3rd hit for him today.
3 hits in this one, all of them for extra bases. What a game. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
That one fouled off. The 0-1. Oh, look at the stop. The throw wide at first, and both runners are safe.
Well, an error like that, you look at the scoreboard and you kind of wonder if these guys are losing focus out there. And look, it can be tough to stay locked in when you're getting blown out. We've all been there. And I'm not saying that's definitely what happened on this play, but it's not a great look.
Now here is Bryce Harper, and a chance to make some history here, Chris.
Yeah, he's homered 3 times so far, and now he gets another chance, at least we think. We'll see if the pitcher gives him anything to hit. It's so rare to see a 3-homer performance, but even more special for that player to get another chance at the plate to do it again for 4.
Left-hand batter waits. Hard on the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back here in Nationals Park, bottom 9, and it's the catcher for the Nationals, Riley Adams. Harper has a beat on it. Makes the grab, 1 away. Next to hit for the Nats, Jeter Downs. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. And a pitch. And a foul ball. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Smoked on the ground a second. Stott over to first in time. Down to the last out for the Nationals.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Throw to first. Ball game. And the Phillies extend their winning streak to 5 in a row.
When you win 5 in a row, the confidence just goes to another level, and you start to gain this momentum, and you think that you're never going to lose a game again because things are clicking up and down the lineup. Pitchers are pitching, guys are making the plays defensively.